Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss how to sketch the Bode plot. So in order to do that one I am taking some example. So here the question is sketch the Bode plot for the following transfer function and determine the value of k if the gain crossover frequency is 5 radians per second. So the given transfer function g of s is ks square by 1 plus 0.2s and 1 plus 0.02s. So we have to sketch the Bode plot for this transfer function and we have to find out the k value. We have to find out the k value when the gain crossover frequency is 5 radians per second. 5 radians per second. So in order to draw the Bode plot, first we have to write the sinusoidal transfer function. The sinusoidal transfer function means replace s with j omega in the given transfer function. Replace s with j omega. So then if you replace the s with j omega, then g of s becomes g of j omega, that is equal to k into j omega whole square by 1 plus 0.2 j omega 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So we don't know the k value. In order to draw the Bode plot, first we have to assume the k value as 1. Let k equal to 1 and draw the Bode plot. After that find out the k value and adjust the given Bode plot. So let k equal to 1, then g of j omega becomes k is 1. So here we are having j omega whole square by 1 plus 0.2 j omega and 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So in the Bode plot we are having the two plots. The Bode plot consists of two plots. The first one is the magnitude plot and the second one is phase plot. So we have to draw the magnitude plot and we have to draw the phase plot. So in order to draw the magnitude plot, first I have to calculate the corner frequencies from the given transfer function. So already I discussed in the class what are the corner frequencies. So first we have to find out the corner frequencies from the given transfer function. So the given transfer function is j omega square by 1 plus 0.2 j omega 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So first I have to find out the corner frequencies. In order to draw the magnitude plot, first I have to find out the corner frequencies. So I am once again writing the given transfer function, that is g of j omega equal to j omega square divided by 1 plus 0.2 j omega 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So the corner frequency is nothing but it is denoted with omega c, that is equal to 1 by time constant tau. The corner frequency is nothing but omega c, that is equal to 1 by tau. So here in general the transfer function or the open loop transfer function is like this: some k into I am writing the general form of the transfer function 1 plus s tau a 1 plus s tau b and so on, divided by s power n 1 plus s tau 1 1 plus s tau 2 and so on. This is the general form of the transfer function, where tau a tau b indicates the zeros of the system and tau 1 tau 2 indicates the poles of the system and n indicate the type of the system. So already we have studied all this one. So here if you compare the given transfer function with the the given transfer function with the general transfer function form, in place of tau, here we are having 0.2, and here also in place of tau we are having 0.02. So we are having the two corner frequencies. In the given transfer function we are having s square by 1 plus 0.2s and 1 plus 0.02s. So the first corner frequency is denoted with some omega c1, that is equal to 1 by tau. In place of tau initially we are having 0.2. So 1 by 0.2, that is nothing but 5 radians per second. Similarly, we are having one more term. The term is 1 plus 0.02 j omega. In place of tau we are having 0.02. So the second corner frequency is denoted with omega c2, that is equal to 1 by 0.02. That is nothing but 50 radians per second. 50 radians per second. 50 radians per second. So we are calculating the corner frequencies from the given transfer function. Now we have to draw the magnitude plot. So in order to draw the magnitude plot, we have to take each and every term in the given transfer function and try to calculate the magnitude for that given term. So I am taking the magnitude plot. So in this magnitude plot, the first column is what are the different terms available in the given transfer function, and what are the different corner frequencies associated with that term, and what is the slope of that particular term, and what is the change in slope. So once again go back to the given transfer function. Here we are having one term, that is j omega square, and one more term, that is 1 by 1 plus 0.2 j omega, and one more term we are having 1 by 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So we are having three terms. The first term is j omega square, the second term is 1 by 1 plus 0.2 j omega, and the third term is 1 by 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So I am writing each and every term. Individually. So for each and every term we have to calculate all this, that is what is the corner frequency and what is the slope and what is the change in slope. So in the given transfer function, the first term is j omega square. J omega square means it indicates two zeros. So if you have 1 0 in the given transfer function, the slope is plus 20 decibels. If you have 2 zeros in the given transfer function, the slope is 20 into 2, that is 40 decibels. If you have n zeros in the given transfer function, then the slope will become 20 into n. So in the given transfer function I am having only 2 zeros. That's why the slope will become plus 40 decibels per decade. And here we are not having any corner frequency. So here we are also not having any change in slope because this is the first term. And similarly the second term in the given transfer function is 1 by 1 plus 0.2 j omega. So what is the corner frequency here? This is in the form of 1 by 1 plus s tau. In place of s we are having j omega. So corner frequency omega c1 equal to 1 by 0.2. That is nothing but 5 radians per second. And what is the slope here? Here we are having one pole. So if you have one pole, the slope is minus 20 decibels per decade. If you have two poles, the slope is minus 40 decibels per decade. If you have n number of poles, the slope is minus 20 into n decibels per decade. And what is the change in slope? So how to calculate the change in slope? In order to calculate the change in slope, here the initial initial magnitude is plus 40 decibels. I am writing that one, plus 40 decibels. Initial magnitude is plus 40 decibels, and that will be added with the minus 20 decibels. That will be added with the minus 20 decibels. So plus 40 minus 20 will become 20 decibels per decade. This is the change in slope. So when you come from plus 40 to minus 20, the slope will be changed by plus 20 decibels per decade. Plus 20 decibels per decade. Similarly, the next term in the given transfer function is 1 by 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So the second corner frequency omega c2 equal to 1 by tau. In place of tau we are having the 0.02. So 1 by 0.02, that will become 50 radians per second. 50 radians per second. And here also we are having one pole in the denominator. One pole. So for one pole the change in slope is, for one pole the slope is minus 20 decibels per decade. Minus 20 decibels per decade. Now we have to calculate the change in slope. So in order to calculate the change in slope, you have to take the initial slope. Here the initial slope, that is the term, the previous term slope, that is 20, that will be added with this minus 20. So 20 minus 20, that is equal to 0 decibels per decade. So in this way we have to calculate each and in this way we have to take each and every term, and for each and every term we have to take the corner frequency and the slope and the change in slope. Change in slope. And after this calculation we have to choose the lowest cutoff frequency FL. This lowest cutoff frequency must be less than lowest corner frequency in the given transfer function, and we have to choose some highest corner frequency FH. That FH must be greater than highest corner frequency in the given transfer function. So go back to the plot. So here the lowest corner frequency is 5 radians per second and the highest corner frequency is 50 radians per second. So in order to draw the magnitude plot, we have to choose some FL value that must be less than 5 radians per second, and we have to choose some FH value, that is highest corner frequency value, that must be greater than 50 radians per second. So here I am assuming the FL value is must be less than 5 radians per second. So I am taking this is 0.5 radians per second, and I am assuming some highest corner frequency. The highest corner frequency must be greater than highest corner frequency in the given transfer function. In the given transfer function the highest corner frequency is 50. So I am assuming the highest corner frequency is some 100 radians per second. 100 radians per second. 100 radians per second. So now we have to calculate the magnitude at each and every corner frequencies. That means we have to calculate the magnitude. This is nothing but magnitude at each and every corner frequency. So the lowest corner frequency we are assuming omega L is 0.5 radians per second and omega H is 100 radians per second, and we have the first corner frequency that is 5 radians per second, and the second corner frequency 50 radians per second, and the highest corner frequency 100 radians per second. So for each and every corner frequency we have to calculate the magnitude. So first I am taking the first lowest corner frequency, that is at omega equal to omega L. What is the magnitude? So the magnitude formula the magnitude, I am assuming the magnitude formula is 20 log, the magnitude in decibels is 20 log magnitude of the open loop transfer function. The open loop transfer function is j omega square in the given question by 1 plus 0.2 j omega and 1 plus 0.02 j omega. We have to consider only these terms in order to calculate the magnitude, and we have to neglect this one. So 20 log magnitude of j omega square, that means 20 log magnitude of omega square. Magnitude of j omega square is nothing but the omega square. So substitute omega value. What is the omega? Omega equal to omega L. We are taking the omega L value is 0.5. So substitute that value. What you are getting? 20 log 0.5 whole square. So you are getting minus 12 decibels. Minus 12 decibels per decade. After that, calculate magnitude at omega equal to omega C1. What is omega C1? The first corner frequency, that is 5 radians per second. 5 radians per second. So the magnitude will become 20 log magnitude of j omega whole square. So in place of omega, just substitute 20 log 5 square. So what you are getting? Plus 28 decibels. Now I have to calculate the magnitude at omega C2. What is omega C2? Omega C2 is 50 radians per second. So magnitude at omega equal to omega C2. At omega equal to omega C2, that is at 50 radians per second. The magnitude will become, here we have to take the change in slope from omega C1 to omega C2. Change in slope from omega C1 to omega C2, that will be multiplied with log function by omega C2 by omega C1. This total will be added with magnitude at omega equal to omega C1. So in order to calculate the magnitude at the second corner frequency, we have to take the change in slope from omega C1 to omega C2, and that will be multiplied with the log omega C2 by omega C1 plus the magnitude that will be added with the magnitude at omega equal to omega C1. So once again go back to the table. What is the change in slope from omega C1 to omega C2? So when the frequency is changing from omega C1 to omega C2, the change in slope is 20 decibels per decade. So I have to write the 20 decibels per decade here. 20 decibels per decade. 20 decibels per decade, that will be multiplied with log. Second corner frequency is omega C2, that is 50. First corner frequency is omega C1, that is 5, plus magnitude at omega equal to omega C1 is 28. So here you are getting the value 48 decibels. 48 decibels. Similarly, we have one more corner frequency, that is omega h. So we have to calculate the magnitude at omega h also. We have to calculate the magnitude at omega h also. So in order to calculate the magnitude at omega h, so magnitude at omega equal to omega h. The omega h we are assuming that is 100 radians per second. 100 radians per second. 100 radians per second. So here also we have to take change in slope from omega c2 to omega h, that is multiplied with log function and the higher corner frequency omega h by omega c2, and these total will be added with magnitude A at omega equal to omega c2. So once again go back to the table. So what is change in slope here? The change in slope here is 0 decibels. The change in slope here is 0 decibels. So 0 multiplied with log function. Highest corner frequency is 100, we are assuming, and omega c2 value is 50 plus magnitude at second corner frequency. The magnitude at second corner frequency is 48 decibels. So I am writing the 48 decibels here. 48 decibels. So finally we are left with 48 decibels. This is the procedure to draw the magnitude plot for any given transfer function. Now we have to draw the phase plot. So in order to draw the phase plot, first we have to write the phase of the given transfer function. The given transfer function g of j omega equal to j omega square 1 plus 0.2 j omega 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So if you have two zeros, the phase will become plus 180. If you have 1 0, the phase is 90 degrees. So how to calculate the phase? For example, if you have A plus JB, the phase value for this one is tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. Here the imaginary part is B and the real part is A. Similarly, for the j omega square term, tan inverse of imaginary part is omega square but the real part is 0. Tan inverse of something by 0, that is infinity. Tan inverse of omega by 0. So 2 into 90, so that's why it is 180. So 180 degrees minus, here in the denominator we are having 1 plus 0.2 j omega. Here the imaginary part is 0.2 and the real part is 1. So we are having this term in the denominator, that's why minus tan inverse of 0.2 omega by 1 minus tan inverse of, in place of imaginary part 0.02 omega, in place of real part 1, 0.02 omega by 1. So this is the phase of the given transfer function. So substitute different omega values in order to draw the phase plot. You have to substitute different omega values and calculate the phase. So I am taking initially omega value is 0.5. Substitute different omega values. And calculate the phase. So we know that the phase of the given transfer function is 180 degrees minus tan inverse of 0.2 omega minus tan inverse of 0.02 omega. So in place of omega, first substitute 0.5. Then tan inverse of 0.2 omega becomes 5.7. Put the calci in degrees. Tan inverse of 0.02 omega becomes 0.6. And 180 minus tan inverse of 0.2 omega minus tan inverse of 0.02 omega becomes 173.7. This is approximated to 174. Similarly, substitute omega equal to 1. Here you are getting 11.3, 1.1, and this is 167.6. So I am approximating this value to 168. Similarly, substitute omega equal to 5. Here we are getting 45. Tan inverse of 0.2 into 5. 45. 5.7. And this is 129.3. So approximate this value to 130. And substitute omega equal to 10. What you are getting here? 63.4. And here tan inverse of 0.02 into 10, 11.3. And here you are getting 105.3. So approximately this value equal to 106. Substitute omega equal to 50. Tan inverse of 0.2 into 50 is 84.3. Tan inverse of 0.02 into 50 is 45. And this will be equal to 50.7, approximated to 50. Similarly, substitute omega equal to 100. It will become 87.1, 63.4. 180 minus 87.1 minus 63.4. So it will be 29.5, approximately 30. So we are calculated the magnitude at each and every corner frequency, and we are calculate the phase at each and every corner frequency. Now we have to draw the Bode plot, that is the combination of the magnitude and the phase plot. So I am taking the similar graph sheet here. In the y-axis I am taking the magnitude in decibels, and in the x-axis we are taking the frequency. Omega in radians per second. So here we are having 10 power minus 1, 10 power 0, 10 power 1, 10 power 2, 10 power 3, because this is the decibel scale, 10 power 4, and so on. And the magnitude is minus 30, minus 20, minus 10, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So first, when omega equal to 0.5, what is the magnitude you are getting? When omega equal to 0.5, what is the magnitude you are getting? When omega equal to 0.5, the magnitude is minus 12 decibels per decade. I will mark all these points on the graph sheet. So minus 12 decibels per decade. Minus 12 means somewhere here. I am assuming this is minus 12. So when omega equal to 0.5, the magnitude is minus 12 decibels per decade. Similarly, when omega equal to 5, so 5 is somewhere here. When omega equal to 5, what is the magnitude? When omega equal to 5, the magnitude is plus 28 decibels. Once again you recheck the calculations. Just I am explaining the procedure to draw the Bode plot. So when omega equal to 5, the magnitude will become plus 28 decibels. Plus 28 decibels means somewhere here I am taking this as 28 decibels line. So plus 28 decibels means somewhere here. Similarly, when omega equal to 50, what is the magnitude? Go back. When omega equal to 50, the magnitude is 48 decibels. The magnitude is 48 decibels. So when omega equal to 50, 50 means this is 10 power 1 10, this is 10 power 200. So somewhere here you are getting the 50. When omega equal to 50, the magnitude is 48 decibels. So here we are having the 48 decibels line. This is the omega equal to 50. Omega equal to 50. So we are getting the point here. When omega equal to 100, the magnitude is again the 48 decibels. Join all the points. Just I am indicating what are the different magnitudes at different corner frequencies. Join all the points. So the first point is here. Join all the points with straight lines. Join all the points with straight lines. Join all the points with straight lines. So I am trying to draw the straight line ma. Join all the points with straight lines. Join all the points with straight lines. So this is the given Bode plot. This is the magnitude plot. For the given transfer function. Join all the points with the straight lines. This is the magnitude plot for the given transfer function. So here the change in slope is. Go back to the table. So here the change in slope is 20 decibels and the next change in slope is 0 decibels. So I am writing all those points in the graph. So here the slope is, initial slope is 40 decibels per decade. And after that the change in slope is 20 decibels per decade, and after that the slope will be 0 decibels per decade. It is maintaining the constant line. This is the magnitude plot for the given transfer function. Now we have to draw the phase plot. So in order to draw the phase plot, just take different phase values. So here I am taking 40 degrees and here I am taking 20 degrees. Zero, minus 20, minus 40, 0 and 20, 40, again 60, 80, 100, 120 and 140, 160, 180, 200 and so on. Now when omega equal to 0.5, the phase is 174 degrees. The phase is 174 degrees. So I am indicating that points in the graph. I am indicating that points in the graph. When omega equal to 0.5, the phase value will be 174. That means somewhere here. Somewhere here. And when omega equal to 1, the phase is 168 degrees. The phase is 168 degrees. 1 means this value. The phase is 168. So mark all the points in the graph. Mark all the points in the graph. 168 means somewhere here. Somewhere here. Similarly, when omega equal to 5, the phase is 130. The phase is 130 degrees. 130 means somewhere here. 130 degrees when omega equal to 5. And when omega equal to 10, the phase is 106. When omega equal to 10, the phase is 106, somewhere here. And when omega equal to 10, the phase is 106. When omega equal to 50, the phase is 50. In between 40 and when omega equal to 100, the phase is 30 degrees. 30. So join all the points. This is the phase plot for the given transfer function. This is the phase plot for the given transfer function. So we are drawing the magnitude plot by assuming k equal to 1. Now we have to calculate the k value. Because we are drawing the magnitude plot by assuming k equal to 1, but we don't know the actual k value. So we have to calculate the k value here. So in order to calculate the k value, calculation of k value. So in order to calculate the k value, equate the 20 log k equal to 28 decibels. So we are getting the 28 decibels value when omega equal to 5 radians per second. When omega equal to 5 radians per second, we are getting the 28 decibels value. So we have to equate the 20 log k equal to 28 decibels in order to calculate the k value. So from this, log k equal to 28 by 20. So from this, k equal to 10 power 28 by 20. So we are getting the k value. We have to equate the 20 log k equal to minus 28 decibels. So from this we can calculate the k value. So we are getting the k value 0.0398. Because in the question they mentioned the gain crossover frequency at 5 radians per second. So we are calculated already the magnitude at 5 radians per second. The magnitude at 5 radians per second is 28 decibels. That's why we have to equate the 20 log k equal to minus 28 decibels. So thank you all. Hope you get some knowledge about the how to draw the Bode plot. So here we are drawing the Bode plot assuming k equal to 1. So if you draw the Bode plot for k equal to 0.0398, just add minus 28 to each and every point in the graph. So here we are having minus 12. Add minus 28 here. Minus 12 minus 28 means minus 40. So you are getting somewhere here. You are getting the point somewhere here. Similarly, 28 minus 28 means 0 decibels. So at this point the gain is 28. So you add the minus 28 to this point. For each and every point add the minus 28. So you are getting 0 decibels. Here we are having the 48. 48 minus 28 is 28. 48 minus 28 is 28. So this point. So add all the points. Add all the points. Or add all the points. So this is the K equal to 0.0398 plot. So hope you get some knowledge how to draw the Bode plot. Once again recheck the calculation.